Let there be light. Okay, I gotta redo everything now. I lost the socket. What's up guys, Kamil here. In today's video we are working on my Golf GTI. It's a super awesome car. What we will do today is take off the accessories from the engine. All the reservoirs, wiring, stuff like that. I said in last episode that I'm gonna bring a paper tape and label everything, but I forgot about it. So when we will be putting it back together, I will be angry because I forgot to label everything. But doesn't matter, we have to make a video because it's fun. I came here, I wanna have fun with my car. But before we do anything, let's see if this piece of very good car is actually going to start. 'Cause last time it did. Ready? Don't need anything else. It works. I'm gonna take the E46 home today just to test it on the road, see if it needs anything else. In 2 weeks, my mom is coming to pick it up. There will be 1 or 2 more videos about it before she comes. But today I'm only like checking the error codes and stuff like that. So let's quickly do that. It's gonna be like, I don't know, 15 minutes and we're gonna go to the golf. We have a diagnostic cable for the USB and we are using INPA. I typed in my password, I turned on the INPA which we are using, and now I'm reading errors. It turns out that the car has like 10 fault codes, but it doesn't matter because I tried to start it without everything connected. So right now I'm just going to clear the codes, and it won't fix the car, but if any new error occurs, we will see if it's something bad or something major or minor. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, we got something called Schnittstelle, which I have no idea what it is, but I'm gonna figure it out. Car died. Alright, it took a little bit more, but I have a couple of error messages photographed. I'm gonna dive deeper into it at home. Right now, oh no, we cannot see it. Right now, let's get back to the start of this show, which is my GTI. Now we can see a little bit better. There's a lot of things in this engine bay. Some things are needed, some I would love to delete to have a cleaner bay. But I'm going with as stock as possible look for this car. There's not a lot of things that will change, but for our restoration purposes, cleaning everything and checking if we need to fix anything, we have to take it all out. Hey! That air filter really was good. Maybe I replaced it, I don't remember. I'm constantly finding things that I don't know. I don't know what they are, I don't know what they for. But this is beautiful about a project car that you have, like this one. Taking everything apart to a bare shell allows you to learn about the car, about what it is, how it works, how it was designed. It's like you have a better understanding of the car. And that's mainly why you would wanna have a cheap-ass car project that you take apart, rebuild it yourself to whatever you want it to be. And why I highly recommend everybody who has a resources and a place to do that, because it takes a lot of space. Go for it, it's so much fun. Some things I'm gonna just take pictures of their serial numbers and Google what they are for. Maybe in nowadays world technology, they don't need to be in a car anymore. Who knows? I lost the socket. It was H6. I think I have another one, but I really liked this one. There's only one bolt left that is not like broken loose, and it's because its head is broken. Now there's one very good technique that you can use to loosen something like that. It's not cool because you won't be able to reuse the bolt, but it gets unbolted. You take an angle grinder or preferably a Dremel with a small blade and you cut either a Phillips head, either flat head, or, well, if both of those things fail, you cut piece of the head and take a hammer and try to unbolt it that way. We're gonna see how it's gonna work here. If it's gonna go bad, you're gonna see more ways to unbolt it. But still, I really would rather have it unbolted easier than harder. Now what we need is a very, very big screwdriver, a flathead, and what I'm using is the one that is also a socket, so I can use my ratchet to try to unbolt it. If it won't work, I'm gonna have to do not the Phillips head, but the hammer head screw from this, because I don't have big enough torque set screwdriver. No. No, it didn't work. Now I made a groove right here, so I can put a flathead or whatever you want to use as a chisel or something here, like this. So when I hammer on our socket through this extension, now while hammering that, I'm gonna twist the screw in the way that it would be unbolted. Yes! Now with a bit of luck, you'll still be able to use a correct key to take it fully out of the hole of the thread. This is the first bolt that made a little bit of trouble with the restoration, but it wasn't very difficult. Like I said, cut it, put a chisel, hammer it, just make sure you are hammering it the correct way. So right now, since the rest of the bolts is loose, I'm going to take the upper half of the intake manifold. Then I'll be able to disconnect a lot more things and go deeper and deeper and deeper. It's my first time seeing this engine like this, and I feel like it's a little bit romantic because I mean, it's taking things off it for me. So yeah, you can make it a love story if you want. I have a girlfriend! Do you know that recently I've learned to do a model face? Look, you get you smile, then you get your eyebrows high, and then you open your eyes mouth a little bit like this. Yeah, I learned that on TikTok, and it doesn't work for everybody because some people look like clowns that want to kill everybody. If you made it here in the video, hit the like button if you like Mark III GTIs. Damn, we can see the intake valves. Since we are talking about the engine, I want to ask you, what would you do if you were on my place? Would you rebuild it completely, like take it apart to the smallest bolt and then put it back together with all new parts? Or would you just refresh it with new gaskets and new, like basically timing, stuff like that, but leave the head on, don't touch it, leave the engine as is? This is a very difficult decision. It can cost a lot or it can cost very little. All I can say is the engine was not smoking. It was very good. It had some chain rattling noises, issues, but I have a chain already for it. So we're gonna do all the timing and gaskets and everything, but should we rebuild the full engine? This is the question. Let me know. I'm gonna also do some kind of a poll on Instagram, but it's gonna be far in the future when we will like be taking care of the engine. Right now, chassis is first. If you're not super new to the channel, you probably already know that I have some sort of OCD. We don't know how deep it goes, and I hope we will never find out because I kinda like it. So what I showed you a second ago is, I don't know if you noticed the Diavia brand name, something like that, on one of the relays. This is a relay for the AC unit that is aftermarket. GTIs, well, Mark III Golfs came out from factory with stock climate control, and it's 1,000 times better. It looks prettier. It even has the same color as the dash bulbs, and I have acquired a factory climate control unit. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use it because I don't know what here is aftermarket and what is stock. I intend to find out, and I'm not putting this car back together with this aftermarket climate control, and I'm not putting it back together without the climate control. So this may cause a delay in the project, but it's so far in the future, we shouldn't be worried about that right now. What I noticed is someone used self-tapper on the car, and everything looked factory apart from that self-tapper, and this gave me the idea that it may not be stock. And seeing the Diavia and some Italian-made relays, and this Diavia company is from Italy. I have nothing against Italy, but this made me believe that if it's Italian made and it has no VW branding or Audi branding engraved on the relay, it means it's not factory. This car came from Italy, and I'm super happy because I think that due to that, it's such a good condition rust-wise. I will fix all those holes that they made, and if I will have to mount anything inside the engine bay, whatever it's going to be, I'm gonna use some factory mounts that Volkswagen already made. Now I'm gonna just mark that this has to be fixed, so I know in the future if I forget, and I tend to do that a lot. Alright, the harness is out. I'm going to rewrap it so it's gonna look a lot better and it's gonna be a lot easier to work around when we are putting it back to the car. We gotta start thinking about how to put the car on its side so we can work on the floor, but from outside. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'm thinking about building rotisserie, but it's gonna take a lot of time, a lot of steel, and it will just delay the project by a lot. So maybe you have other ideas. If so, let me know in the comments. Next time I'll be taking the whole front end of the car, draining oil, draining all the fluids, blah blah blah, and getting ready to take out the engine. So I think next episode we'll prepare the car to take the engine out, and the next episode we will take the engine out. So it's going to be a very, very, very big progress. Cannot wait. I cannot wait. Now this is going to be first and last episode this week. Probably next week won't have a lot of episodes too because I'm going on vacation, and I will think about this car all the time because I finally started working on it, and it's such a pleasure. Like, taking 70% of the car apart and only one bolt was like broken. Come on, it's such a treasure. The best car ever. I'm going to miss you. Okay, without a lot of talking because I talk way too much. See you next time. Have a great time when I'm not here. Bye.